What's up, everybody? Question of the day. What do you think about the carnivore movement? January being World Carnivore Month, allegedly, and Joe Rogan now being a carnivore? Well, let's unpack this briefly. What is the carnivore movement, the carnivore diet? Essentially, this is a nutritional philosophy in which the proponents say that we should only eat meat. Only meat, maybe some eggs, and a little bit of dairy like butter and cheese here and there. But really, it's all about meat. And by meat, they mean steak. Steak is everything. Red meat is everything. Chickens are weak animals, evidently. And, fish is, for half a vegan, I guess, is kind of what they say. And a lot of it's conflated. There's no real organization. There's a few individuals out there, like Dr. Sean Baker. I recently had him on my podcast. Mark Bell, Chris Bell, the Bell brothers out there, Super Training Gym. Mark Bell had me on his Power Project podcast recently, and I discussed why the carnivore diet, the ketogenic diet, all these other fad exclusionary dietary programs pale in comparison to an omnivoric meal plan. What is an omnivoric meal plan? That's basically eating a wide variety of earth-grown foods, whether it be plant-based or animal-based. If we look at the healthiest people on the planet, they're all omnivores. If we look at the greatest athletes on the planet, they're all omnivores. If we look at the most energized, the most well-adjusted populations on the planet, they're all omnivores. So the carnivore movement is something new. Carnivore has essentially replaced keto. Remember, keto was popular, about 3 years ago, peaked about 2 years ago, and now is in a pretty rapid decline, just like I predicted 3 years ago. Got a lot of heat for it, but of course I'm right because that's what I do. I've been doing this for over 20 years as a professional, working with the world's greatest athletes, and I'm a living proof of what a healthy omnivoric meal plan really is and does. And I've worked with millions of humans around the planet through our products and services and one-on-one coaching and counseling, and my team of registered dietitians, yada, yada. I only say that because very few teams, very few coaches, very few Insta personalities have the real world experience that I have and my team has. So it sounds cool. To carnivore, keto, fasting, all that stuff sounds cool. You're going to get a bump from your SEO, your search engine optimization. You're going to be able to create a few click funnels to sweep new traffic into, to segment them, and sell them points of differentiation in which to monetize them, right? Because that's the game. The game is business. This is all about business, right? This is the business of fitness, the business of nutrition. That's really what all these exclusionary, restrictive, fad dietary programs are. If the fitness personalities out there were really being honest, and it goes two ways. They either don't know any better, which, hey, that's fine. We're all on an educational journey. But if they don't know any better, they really have no place to be selling the population something that likely doesn't work, certainly isn't vetted. And some of them do know better, and they sell you this crap anyway at your own detriment. Now, the Rogan question, I got 100 different questions, emails, tweets, Instagram messages, DMs, Facebook comments. DOLCE, you hear Rogan's carnivore, carnivore. And now the carnivore people are saying Rogan's carnivore. They're pulling him to their side. They're claiming him. I don't necessarily think that's true. I've heard Joe kind of speak a little bit about it on his podcast, the Joe Rogan Experience. I've seen some clips, this, that, and the other thing. I don't believe it, and I don't think Joe has actually come out and said it. He's going to be eating kind of carnivore for the month of January or so. He's looking for some sort of dietary change. Joe's a guy that really likes to test a lot of things. From my understanding, he changes things up a little bit. Joe is what I would call an intellectual meathead, where Joe he's a gym guy. He's a meat and potatoes type of guy, wants to throw around some weights, get really fucking tired, and then move on with the rest of his life. I call that a cerebral meathead, an intelligent meathead, to which I consider myself to be one of those also. I don't get lost in all the bullshit out there. I know what works. I stick with the basics, and I say we just swing the axe, right? We know what the best practices are. We follow the best practices. We adapt them for our individual physiology, and then we just move on with our day and our life. You can check my Instagram story, my Instagram timeline. You can see exactly what I eat. I've been posting everything I eat, like 1 or 2 meals a day. I post on there so you guys can truly see what a fitness expert, a fitness personality, a fitness celebrity, what I really eat, right? I mean, come on. I don't know anyone who's healthier than me. I don't know anyone who's more fit than me. I don't know anyone who's stronger than me. I don't know anyone who's got more endurance than me. When we look at all of the metrics, you know, I'm not the fastest guy. I'm not the strongest guy. I'm not the leanest guy. But you put me in the group of all those guys or gals, man, I'm in the front of the pack with everyone. And I don't say that because I'm anybody special. I say that because I've been doing this for 30 fucking years. This is truly what I do. You want to come and hang out with me? And some of you have hung out with me. You want to come and hang out with me? See what time I wake up, see how I train, see how I eat? I do this shit. I live this shit. When the cameras aren't on, I do this shit anyway. When I'm at Disney World with my fucking family, I do this shit anyway. This is who I am. This is what I do. I walk the walk. A lot of these people, they don't. And I know a lot of these people, and I'm not talking about Mark or Chris or Joe or any of these other ones. I know a lot of the other people in the game, and they're all full of shit. They're all full of shit. They're all on fucking drugs. They're all fucking on heavy loads of you know, gray area fucking supplements. They're all on prescription fucking whatever. They're all eating heavy fucking carbs, drinking their fucking pre-workout, post-workout, whatever. Again, not Joe, not Mark, not Chris, not talking about them. Don't get it twisted. There's a lot of other fucking fitness celebrities really in the Instagram and the YouTube world that are full of shit. And that's just the way it is, and they're selling you guys a bunch of garbage. Really, if it's new, it doesn't work. There's nothing new. Come on, we've been at this game a long time. You know what fucking works? We eat real food in wide variety, local, organic, fresh, natural, in season. That's what works. Based upon activity, are we repairing? Are we pre-fueling? That's the way we look at it. A wide variety of earth-grown nutrients. Veganism doesn't work. Long-term outcomes, veganism doesn't work. The same way keto doesn't work. The same way carnivore doesn't work. Come on, long-term outcomes, it doesn't work. So really, you're just wasting your time. Now, back to Joe. If, like Joe, you're just looking to change it up for a little bit, do whatever you want to do. That's fine. But I also don't think Joe, and this is just me speaking, not I don't know. I don't think Joe's going to avoid having fucking jalapenos with his steak. I don't think Joe's going to avoid having kimchi or maybe microgreens from time to time. Mark Bell recently posted, it's World Carnivore Month, and he's got his war on carbs going on. He's out to dinner, and there's a bunch of veg and whatnot, bunch of carbs, bunch of plants on his plate. It's not carnivore because he's eating plants. It's not protein and fat only because it's got carbs. And he said, yeah, I'm going to eat that too because, quote, I don't sweat the small stuff. So Mark Bell right there is showing that an omnivore meal plan is actually what he's following. And I'm not mad at Mark for that. I don't think Mark is doing anything wrong. I appreciate the fact that Mark posts that. Most people don't. They hide it. I think Mark is a lot more honest in many ways than a lot of the other people out there because he posts what's real. What I don't like is the propaganda. I'm not a fan of the propaganda because that gets you. The good people out there, the well-intended people that are looking for what works, that tricks you, that trips you up on your way to trying to be healthy and successful. And what do? You're like, oh man, well, this is what Mark Bell does, and he's a savage. Rogan now is carnivore. I guess maybe I should be carnivore because Joe's super fit, and Dr. Sean Baker, well, he's a doctor, so I think maybe he knows better. So what do? You follow that, not realizing these guys, they don't really follow it. Maybe Sean Baker does a little bit more than everybody else because that's kind of really what he's into, but he's only been doing it for a couple years. Sean Baker's been a world-class badass even while he was an omnivore, even while he was on keto or paleo or his old progression. He was a world-class badass when he was doing that stuff. So a lot of this stuff is transitory. A lot of it's short-term. It's not a lifestyle. If you want to make a little change and go on the all fucking blueberry diet for a few weeks, you're going to be fine. You want to go on the all apple diet for a few weeks, you're going to be fine. I mean, relatively speaking. You want to go on the all meat or the all egg diet for a few weeks, you're going to be fine. But then you're going to plateau. Stand in front of the fucking tree and just swing the axe. And swing the axe. Don't go from this tree to that tree to that tree to that tree. You're never going to fall a tree. It's just not going to happen. You want to start falling trees. You want to make progress. You need to stand in front of this fucking tree and you need to swing the fucking axe. That's the way it works. And that's a very easy to understand metaphor. Best practices dictate. An omnivoric meal plan is by far the most successful with regards to long-term health outcomes and short-term sports performance and also body mass composition. Now, you can play with your carbs and fats, and I'm not talking about processed. We get away from all the processed foods, right? No processed foods here. Away from all the processed foods. Earth-grown nutrients, real foods, plant kingdom, animal kingdom. That's what we should be eating in smaller sizes, where we say is eat until satisfied, not until we're full, so we're not overwhelming our digestive system like too many people do. They overeat. You dramatically overwhelm your digestive system. Therefore, now you are not breaking down, not digesting, not absorbing, not partitioning the nutrients you just put in. Serious flaw right there. I'd rather eat smaller more often, making sure your body can adequately handle the bulk matter being put in. This is one of the big issues with fasting. A lot of people, like a guy my size, beefcake my size, right? I need to eat about 3,000 to 4,000 calories per day. If I'm fasting, I cannot eat, let's say just 3,000 calories. I can't eat 3,000 calories of bulk food in a 4-hour or 6-hour window, in 2 meals. I can't eat that and adequately digest and metabolize that much bulk food, especially considering I'm eating real food. I'm not eating processed shit. No white bread, no donuts, no fucking, crappy pasta noodles or whatever else it might be. No burger buns, none of that shit. I'm eating real food. Go to my Instagram page and take a look. You'll actually see what I actually eat. I can't eat 3,000 to 4,000 calories worth of that food in a 6-hour window and adequately absorb and partition all of those nutrients. It's too much bulk matter being pushed through my digestive tract. It's not going to work. And a lot of these fasting heads, they forget that. So a lot of what the fasting is, fasting works primarily because you force yourself into a caloric deficit. You simply eat less total calories per day, and people say, well, that's a good thing. No, that's not necessarily a good thing, because less total calories is less total nutrients. And a lot of times when you're following a fasting protocol, you're eating processed foods. That becomes the problem. When you're eating real food, earth-grown foods, you don't have to worry as much about all these exclusionary, restrictive, fad dietary practices to try and hack your way into health and fitness. That's the beauty of earth-grown foods, of real foods. Your body has a self-limiting threshold with eating real food. And I always use the donut and the apple analogy. How many people can sit there and eat 2, 3, 4 donuts? No problem. 1, 2, 3 bagels, no problem. How many of you actually sit down and eat 2 or 3 apples ever? Ever. 1 apple is about 100 calories. How often do you eat 2 apples in a single sitting? Most people eat 1 apple and you're like, I feel pretty good, I'm ready to go. You eat 2, 3, 4, 5, you eat 1,000 calories of donuts, no problem. 1,000 calories of bagels, no problem. And still be hungry, right? Earth-grown foods, real foods, they have a limiting capacity with regards to total caloric consumption. This is something everybody misses. Everybody misses this. So if you're eating real food in wide varieties, local, organic, fresh, natural, in season, minimally processed, in even intervals until you're satisfied, not until you're full, based upon activity, your individual physiology should be taken into consideration, of course, geographic location. It becomes really easy. You want examples? Just check out my Instagram feed. See, this is the way I eat at my size, at my activity level. I'm up at 5 a.m. I crush workout. I work all day. I got 2 kids. I get my daughter to school, my other one I take care of. I got a 4-year-old and a 3-year-old in my house right now. Fucking busy. I'm busy. Busy dude right here. I'm fucking in shape. I can run 10 miles right now. Bang out 20 dead hang chin-ups right now. Triple body weight deadlift right now. Wrestle hard with the college kids for an hour right fucking now. Right now. The only thing I can't do is I can't swim very well because I never really learned. That's about the only thing. I can get on a bike and I can ride with cyclists. I can get on the road, I can fucking run with runners. I can get in the powerlifting gym and I can put up decent numbers with the powerlifters. Walk into a MMA room and I can fucking go with the MMA guys. Right? That's the goal. I can get on go to a gymnastics facility and I can fucking do decent. in there. I can tumble pretty goddamn well. I can run, I can jump, I can skip, I can climb, I can roll, I can crawl, I can do all that shit. Too. With no problem, not huffing and puffing. Some of you are training with me on the 20-Minute Fitness Network now. Some of you are seeing some of the things, the bodyweight exercises I'm doing. These are crushing a lot of people. I get pro athletes in my room. They can't do 100 nonstop bodyweight squats. Are you fucking kidding me? You fucking kidding me? I would retire if I couldn't do 100 nonstop bodyweight squats. And I can also, any fucking day of the week, I can double, if not triple bodyweight back squat. I can crank out 500-pound squats, no problem. 500-plus pound deadlifts, no fucking problem. No problem. Not because I'm special, because I fucking work. Because I stand in front of the fucking tree and I swing the axe every goddamn day. That's what it's about. Now, if you get a little bit bored, feel free to jump around. I don't care, whatever. But don't poison yourself. Don't fool yourself into thinking this is the way. Remember keto? Right? Remember how popular keto was of just a few short years ago? Where's keto now? If keto works so well, all those fuckers who followed keto 3 years ago would be in great fucking shape. But they're not. They're fasting experts. They're carnivore experts. They're dry fasters. Whatever the fuck else it is, right? That's what happens here. It's all conflation. It's all marketing. It's all bullshit. So if you want actionable, honest, transparent information, that's what I'm giving you guys and gals. I'm not trying to change anything here. What I'm trying to do is simplify, simplify, simplify. Pull away all the bullshit, but nobody has more experience than I do. I am the most successful coach in the history of combat sports with regards to weight management. Nobody. All the PhDs, all the RDs, all the MDs, all the DOs, all the whatever out there, all the big money finance teams have not been able to come close to scratching the surface of our results. And it's so silly because what they try and do is they try and overcomplicate shit. They have no basic understanding of biology, biochemistry, and psychology. Because that's the biggest part of it. That's a whole nother issue. I'll talk about that in a future video. I'm going to do a whole weight cutting, weight reduction series because the world really needs to understand it. And I don't care. I'm going to open source all my information for you guys. I don't care. I want to share this with the rest of the world because I'm not chasing athletes around hotels anymore. I'm not worried about getting guys and gals on weight. I work with a few athletes. We do with some consulting. Mirsad Bektik is the one athlete he is our career athlete that we're working with. We'll work with him all the way through his world title reign, which is coming soon. But outside of that, I want to open source to everybody and help you. So I hope this information was helpful. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Bang, bang. Give this video a thumbs up. And wait. Pinky up with that double espresso. Click on that little bell for notifications so you know when great videos like this come out. Also, did you know we just started the 20-Minute Fitness Network? The 20-Minute Fitness Network every single day, Monday through Friday. You can come and work out with me. I build you the most perfect exercise program that you can do with me in the privacy of your own home, your hotel room, in your office, wherever you are, in just 20 minutes a day. And I work out with you right here. I train with you every day, rep for rep, set for set, drip for drip. I am in here with you. Remember when I created UFC Fit and it became one of the most popular in-home diet and exercise programs? UFC Fit was awesome. So I created UFC Fit. Every word, everything from UFC Fit, from the intellectual property side of the exercise and the nutrition, that all came from this brain right here. Every aspect of that, I created that. And now we have the 20-Minute Fitness Network, which is completely free. Again, I am open sourcing everything. Open sourcing, that's right. Everything for you guys. So you can train with me completely for free if you go to the 20-Minute Fitness Network. Just in your YouTube search bar, you can type in 20-Minute Fitness Mike Dolce because it's a new channel, and you'll find it. Or I'll leave a link below where you can subscribe to the channel. You can come and work out with me every single day completely for free in your home. I hope you enjoy it. Until next time, guys and gals, boom.